Hello, hello, lovely goddesses. Laura Weigel here. I am one of the leaders of this group, and I specifically like to talk about crystals, but today is a new moon, and I'm all about ritual and all the energies of the moons. And just doing ritual around those moons are very exciting and fun to do, but they really set that intention. And as we know, our energy flows where our attention goes. So it's nice to tap in and just harness those energies. So this is the new moon in Libra, and it's opposing Uranus. So I just want to talk a little bit with you today about what that means and what you can do about that by just knowing, what that means, okay? So new moons are times for new beginnings and endings. So it's really nice to reflect on how far you've come, which is so much why I love journaling, because it's hard to remember everything and to have everything organized. But if we have something to look back on, it makes it a little bit easier for us. So basically it's the ending of one phase and then the beginning of a new phase. So think of this as a new phase of our life. It's really a time about reflection, going inward as that dark moon is, and about just setting those intentions. What is it you want to manifest for your life? What is your heart's desire? And writing those down. So it's also opposing Uranus, okay? So that's the planet of freedom. So when you're thinking about Libra, which is all about balance, and Uranus is about freedom, it's kind of like about finding that balance in your freedom. And when you feel the most aligned, and how much freedom do you need? Okay. I also just want to point out that I'm not an astrologer. I do study this stuff, but I'm not an astrologer. I just absolutely love this, and I love ritual and how it coordinates. Okay. So this is about the energy of breakthroughs to come in new and unusual ways. So you can expect things to be coming at you, but in ways that you wouldn't really expect, and just having these large breakthroughs. Some of this new moon energy is all about like anxiety. And I want you guys to remember a quote that I heard a long time ago. And anxiety is excitement without breath. So sometimes we can be even anxious about good things coming, the unknown coming, new things coming. But when we're anxious, we get caught in our thoughts. And so we forget to breathe. So this is such a good time to remember to breathe and to really set those intentions, okay? It's also about finding, of course, our balance between those. And during this time, just how we see ourselves to other people. Also, I want to remind you that Taurus is an air sign, which means it's all about also communicating. And communicating means listening, and how we receive information. Are we being too hypersensitive at this point? But again, it's really nice right now to not so much react, but to journal and be very reflective and really go within. Some crystals that I want to suggest for this moon is especially Amazonite. Amazonite, I'm just looking to see if I have a piece, and I do. I have a brand new Amazonite crystal. So what I love about Amazonite is it does help with communication. It helps with our throat center, but it really connects the heart and the throat. So listening from our heart, communicating from our heart. And so this would be one of my major crystal recommendations for this time. There's many more, but this is my personal favorite for this time. And I would love to give you guys a journal prompt, something to do with this energy, something to think about right now. And I would love for you guys to just write about that number one place in your life where you feel the most out of balance, and what it would feel like to feel balance in that life, or in that part of your life. Because since this is a manifesting new moon, what would you like to manifest? but specifically in that area of communication and balance. Okay. And it's time to set new intentions around relationships as well. So this new moon also has a lot to do with relationships, which I just commented in the group. I know a lot of us have been having difficulty in feeling heard in our relationships and seen in our relationships, and it's hard to know when to stay and when to break away. What I want to just remind you is during this time of the new moon energy, it's really important for these next few days, normally 3 days before, 3 days after, around that, of new moon and full moon energies actually, to just be more present, to focus on your listening, and truly to journal these things, okay? So again, just ask yourself what it is you're wanting to manifest, where you need to find a little bit more balance in your life, and especially in those areas of relationships. Again, this one is a little bit about freedom. So are you needing more freedom in your relationship? Just some questions to ask yourself. Okay, so it was very nice to see you. I'll be jumping on live again in the future. And namaste. Have a fabulous new moon today. All right.